What's shaking, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be answering the age-old question I get asked a ton. Should I keep this key? Dude, you have no idea how much I get asked, and I'm going to tell you the 3 steps that I go through with them to see if they should keep the key. So let's go. Let me tell you guys how much I really do enjoy key hunting. I think it's one of the best things in Tarkov. I don't know. I get really excited when I find a really expensive key or a key that I have never found before, especially early wipe. I'm like, ooh, what key can it be? You know, you get really excited. So if you want to go key hunting, I'm just letting you know, I do have a video right here. It's about comparing 2 different maps, key runs, and whether or not one map has better keys in the jackets than the other map. And that's the best way to get keys, let's be honest, is definitely searching jackets. Now, if you want to see 2 of my favorite runs, one's on shoreline, one's on customs, you can click the video. It's right here. I'll have it in the link down below. You can't click it, sorry, but it'll be in the link down below. And let's get going with how I can tell you if you should keep a key or not. The first question I always ask people when they tell me they found so-and-so key, I say, is it a quest key? That's the #1 question. Is it a quest key? Now, to go see if it is a quest key, I always use Escape from Tarkov wiki. If you just don't know off the top of your head what kind of key it is, what it opens, what's behind the lock, always check for it. Escape from Tarkov wiki, it's amazing. You can just use the little search button here. I also have this bookmark, and I will give it to you guys in the description down below. It's a pretty cool little tool. So it separates all the keys by the maps, and then it also has like, hey, is it used in a quest? Also, it shows you what is behind each key. So, you know, the shoreline cottage back door, there's some safes, some PC blocks, loose money, jackets. So it's kind of a cool visual representation. I really like this. You can go through every single one. It's really dope. I like it, but let's talk about the first question I have for you, and that is it a quest key? So to kind of explain this a little more and go in depth on this, I'm going to use this East Wing Room 110 key. Now, you can get this most of the time. You're going to find this from Sanitar, killing Sanitar, but you can find it from killing scavs and in jackets. But most of the time, it's more likely than not that you killed Sanitar for it. But let's just, for example, say you got this key. Okay, you search the wiki, you're like, oh crap, it's a quest key. Okay, that's good. Now let's go look at this quest, right? So you need it for chemistry closet, right? Okay. Requirements must be level 22 to start this quest. I'm going to tell you right now, whenever they say must be level 22, you definitely probably are going to get this quest at like level 30. It's just they pad it. But anyway, so you must be level 22. Let's say you're level 5 and you're like, oh, you know what? Level 22 is pretty far away. You know, like it's pretty far away. I don't know if I'm going to need it anytime soon. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so let's go see what this key is worth. It's a quest key. We know that already. That's one of the questions I always ask. It's a quest key. So it's a later on quest, but okay, it's worth a lot of money. That's awesome to know. But now the second question I always ask people is, do you need money? Like, it's worth a lot of money, but do you need money, or are you pretty stable? If the answer is, I need money, okay, then you might want to think about selling this key. But then you're going to want to think about the third thing, and that is, do you play the map? And I think that's just as important as do you need money. So I'm going to use 2 examples of keys that are quest keys and that are 2 maps that you might really enjoy playing. So we have the Health Room 110 key here. So this is a great key. When you look at what's behind the lock, look at all this stuff, right? You got PCs, you have a LEDX chance, you have medical supplies, rare loose loot. So if you play this map a lot, like me, like say you love Shoreline, it's a quest key. There's a lot of money behind it. And yeah, you can sell it for a lot of money right now, but you know what? Maybe if I just play the map because I normally like to play the map, you can make even more money than just the 680 that you would get on the flea market. But it goes the same way, right? So even if you play the map a lot, let's look at Ollie Logistics key, right? This is a quest key. It's 280,000 on the flea market right now. Okay, but you know what? I don't really need the key right now. And the, like I say before, is the keys are going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper as the wipe goes on. So like this one, this was like 700,000 like 5 days ago. Right now it's about 280, because as we go on with the wipe, as more people unlock the flea market and more keys are getting found, the cheaper quest keys are becoming. So, okay, this key is 280,000, but I play interchange a ton. Let's go look at what's behind the location though. Like, right? Like behind the lock, one PC and loose loot. It's just a quest key. It doesn't matter if you play interchange a ton. It's a quest key. And again, you can just go here and see how close you are to doing it, right? Database part 2. If you don't know how close you are to database part 2, you can always go to previous, right? So it shows you the related quest. You can go previous. Okay, database part 1. Am I close to this one? I don't know. Okay, I have to do big sale. Okay, let's check this out. So it's you can kind of do a spider web of how close you are to quest by doing this, but there's a lot of questions you do have to ask within those 3. So the 3 things again, guys, is it for a task? Do you need money? And do you play the map? And do you play the map? Always look at like what's behind it. Is it worth it? Is the key good, right? So is it a task key? Yes, it is. Do you play the map? No. Do you need money? Yeah. Sell that mother effer. You know what I mean? Like, okay, is it a task key? Yes. Do you play the map? Yes. Do you need money? No. Keep it. You know, like there's a lot of ways you can think about if you should be keeping keys or not, just with these 3 things. And I think it's really valuable if you think about it in this way, right? The most important one is, do you play the map and what's behind the door? If it's an expensive key and it's not for a task, there must be a reason for it. Most of the time is there's a lot of good loot behind that lock. So if it's not for a task, yet the key is really expensive, that must mean the key is really good and there's a lot of valuable loot behind it. But then you have to ask yourself, do you play that map? And you have to be honest, because I keep a lot of keys and I don't even play like say reserve, but I just keep the keys because I know there's good stuff behind it and I should just sell it. Let's just be honest, just sell it, because reserve is a terrible map. How do you trigger a Tarkov player? You tell them that reserve is the worst map. Anyways, so that's just like my little thing that I talk to people when they come into my chat is like, should they keep a key? I just kind of do this rough breakdown on these 3 things, and we usually get to the bottom of if they should keep it or not. I just want to say thank you. I hope this whole rambling video really did make sense, and I hope I helped you just a little bit. Remember, I do stream on twitch.tv. You can come visit me, come say hello, and even if you come and ask me, should you keep the key? I'll still answer, you know, I'll still go through this with you. I don't mind. Also, remember, I do put out a lot of Tarkov related content, and I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys, but it does mean the world to me. And until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.